From our family to yours, the Taste Master Junior. Clover made with love. Last week, the bottom 5 pulled out all the stops to bake and decorate their dream birthday cake. It was a tough decision for the judges, but in the end, Gabby's overbaked cake sent her home. Now, only 5 remain as they take on a new challenge on their journey to the grand prize, including 35,000 Rand to spend at Samsung, 35,000 Rand's worth of KitchenAid equipment, and a year's supply of Clover dairy products.
It feels so amazing to be a Taste Master Junior finalist. I never thought I'd make it this far.
I really didn't think I'd make it this far to the top 5, and I'm really happy I'm here.
Hello, welcome back, top 5. Give yourselves a round of applause.
You guys are all so very close to being crowned our very first Junior Taste Master. And along with that, earning 150,000 Rand in cash, courtesy of Capitec, to better your future. Tineke, how would that better your future?
It would definitely be able to send me to university. I'm thinking of mechanical engineering.
Sure.
I am really happy to tell you that today is not an elimination round.
Yes!
Okay, good.
If there was ever a challenge to win, today is it. Not only will the winner earn themselves a brand new Samsung Freestyle 2nd Gen portable projector, but they will also be fast-tracked to the grand finale.
Well, yes, that's right. There is only one elimination challenge left before the final, and the winner of today gets to skip it. Today, we are celebrating family feasting.
Now, to get you ready and inspired for today's challenge, Zola and I will spend some time with you and share some tips and tricks. You ready?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Let's go for it.
We're not just cooking to be safe, we're cooking to a fast track to be in the final. Do you know what that means?
So today, guys, is all about family feasting. We want to get to know what your family loves to eat and what you guys love to serve your family. When you're preparing or choosing what dishes to make, always think of colors, because that inevitably will give you a variety of nutrients. It also makes everything a little bit more inviting. So in traditional 7 colors, you have 2 types of protein. So here we've got fried chicken and we've got a stew. Rice I make in many forms. Number 1 rule when making rice: wash the rice. Especially if you're trying to get a fluffy consistency to your rice, you want to get rid of all that extra starch, because that's what makes your rice stick together. So then let's talk about our sides, okay? So there I've got some roast butternut. So just drizzled with olive oil, seasoned with salt and pepper. I like a bit of cumin in there. Butternut is naturally sweet, so the more you roast it, you bring out the sugars, so it becomes even sweeter. So Jahzara, I'm going to get you to finish off that butternut by sprinkling it with some clover feta. We've got 3 varieties. Which one tickles your fancy today?
I think I'll go with the black pepper.
You go for the black pepper. Crumble it over really liberally.
In today's workshop, I'm learning it's good to have a nice spread and variety of colors, because that means you have a variety of nutrients.
Okay, on to our final 2 salads. Now, you'll notice that they're both mayonnaise-based salads traditionally. And this is what it's about. It's about making what your family loves. There are no rules and regulations.
A good example is this beautiful crustless milk tart that's going to pair beautifully with this offering that Zola's put together, with a little bit of a cookie crumb on top, cinnamon and coconut. And that's a great accompaniment. So the second tip I would share is to think practically. What can I kick off with, start, make now, refrigerate, and focus on my meal? And milk tart for that is a classic example.
That's what makes food so beautiful. It unifies people. The concept's all the same. It's all about sharing, and that's what makes that meal so special and so beautiful. Are you guys ready to get baking and cooking? Before we get going, let's feast.
Sunday lunch with the family is the best thing ever. It's like Christmas, but on a more toned down level. Everyone's around and it's just like a warm, festive feeling on a Sunday.
Right, guys, tummy's full, ready to bake?
Yes.
Yeah. So for today's challenge, we want to see what you would be making for your family. The kicker is, today you will have a family member as a sous chef. Let's welcome on the family member.
Ahead of the challenge, each contestant had nominated a family member they love to cook with, not knowing it would be today.
Having my mom in the kitchen, it's a bit scary, but I'm super excited because it is a really fun challenge.
My grandma is a huge fan of the Tastemaster SA, an even bigger fan than I am. So meeting Zola and Fritz was an absolute delight for her.
Oh, what fun! Family members inside. Okay, so you must be on your best behavior. A reminder that this challenge is for a fast track to the finale.
For today's family feast, we want you to create a main meal as well as a dessert made with love using Clover products. Both of those servings need to contain a baked item.
You will have 2 hours for today's challenge. Your sous chefs are going to be here with you for the first 30 minutes. I reiterate sous chefs, which means, parents, you cannot take the lead. You need to follow what the contestants say. I know, dynamics are changing, hey? We'll be watching very closely and listening very closely to make sure that you are not giving instruction, but you are taking instruction, okay?
Everyone ready to get baking? Your time starts in 3, 2, 1, get baking.
Woo!
Good luck, everyone.
Ek weet nie wat se freaking nie om te gebruik nie.
Mom! They brought my mom. I would like the upgraded version. I would like my granny, but she's a bit too scared to be on camera. So my mom was great.
Usually me and my mom, we kind of butt heads in the kitchen. I do not know how this is gonna go.
But for Mama answered, so just cut the onions and then put some oil in the pan. I'll grab you the oil. I'm super excited to be working with my grandma in the kitchen. It's gonna be quite strange with the roles being reversed, where I'm now the head chef and she's the sous chef. Hopefully we can get the roles sorted out.
Kom en mama my nie 'n chef nie.
Ek het nie daaraan gedink nie. So yes, chef.
Dankie. Reg so.
You're fine. Just do what you need to do.
Yes, chef. She probably thinks I'm bossy.
She's bossy by nature, so I'm kind of used to it. Where do you want me to put the onions?
Just leave it there so long, please. My dad's a professional chef, but I don't plan to use him for his professionalities, if that's a word. I just plan to use him for whatever I don't like to do.
She's got me doing all the hard work, all the cutting. She's got me...
I'm sweating here. We're in the kitchen a lot together, so it's nothing out of the ordinary.
I'll be okay, Mom.
It's gonna be okay.
Make it.
Mama, lyk die koolslaai mengsel reg?
Oh, dit lyk awesome. Dis
Okay,
presies
mama,
wat jy gesoek het.
multitask.
Ek doen.
So my plan for the day is to make my mash with some lamb chops as my main. And then for sides, I have pumpkin salad, coleslaw, spinach and strawberry salad, and some green beans. And then for dessert, I'm gonna have apple pie with homemade custard. Hoe gaan dit daar met die appeltaart?
Goed. Ek op hierdie noot gaan ek ander van my probeer was.
Mama, maar net nie te lank vat nie.
Up next, preparations for the family feast continue as contestants fight for a fast track to the finale.
Better never rests. So be the star to take your baking to the next level with Capitec.
Just keep it on high. When you add the masala, turn it low.
Jahzara, what's on the menu?
An Indian style potjie. We like to have ours with dumplings. We'll have couscous as well. And then for dessert, we have a traditional rice pudding.
How is the dynamic going with Jahzara being your sous chef for a change?
Very different.
It's actually quite challenging. Normally I'm telling her
But are
what
you
to
listening?
do.
That's the
I'm
main
listening,
question.
I'm
Are you
listening.
listening?
She told me I must put everything in the pot. So I did it.
Jahzara, you got to give her a
Step
new
by
instruction
step.
because she's standing
Step by
there not
step.
doing much.
Make the dumplings.
You can remember the manners.
Please make the dumplings.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, what does she need to do? And she needs to make the dumplings. So I'm like, okay, can you make the dumplings? But that may have come off a bit bossy.
How are we doing?
This is the best I've ever been in the kitchen.
Quinley, tell us about your menu.
On our fabulous menu today, we have a Budapest roll. It's like a Swiss roll, but it's made out of meringue.
You know this?
Yeah, it's a roulade, yeah.
It's a very sweet treat, but it will still be pretty light.
Have you made this before?
I have actually, yes, with my
Okay.
granny, yeah.
Mom does not bake.
But does Mom cook?
Mom barely cooks.
So you would say Quinley's not getting necessarily an advantage in today's challenge, right?
This is a severe disadvantage. Already there's one fun glove on.
I'm pretty confident in her abilities to cook.
The main thing is Bobby's chicken. Bobby was my granny, Quinn's great granny. When I was growing up, it was my family favorite. We've made the chicken in honor of his granny.
Oh, lovely.
Chicken, that's a good point.
Quinley, your mom is running a marathon in this kitchen.
That's why I've hired her as my sous chef.
Oh, you hired her, have you? On her behalf.
I'm busy making some dinner rolls that will go with a lasagna.
I'm making a pasta dough.
Lasagna also represents my family because we're the different layers of different people and with a nice rich pudding afterwards. And that's what I'm going to be making today. It's a little bit slow, but we're doing well. It's really nice being the head chef. So I make all the shots and my mom just has to listen.
Being a sous chef is a little bit different, but I enjoy taking some instructions, then I don't have to think.
Family members, you have 10 minutes left in the kitchen. 10 minutes left to help the contestants.
Well done, okay. Let's go.
Having my dad with me in the kitchen is pretty cool. Now I get to share the experience with him. Supposed to be busy.
First of all, Dad's a chef.
Yeah.
So you have a major advantage here.
Do I?
However, I'm sure he's not used to taking instruction from you in the kitchen.
No, not at all.
Is he following instruction today? Because I'm here to crack the
Now
whip.
he is.
And how is that for you?
You know what, we have to do what we have to do. Usually I'm calling the shots. You know, you have to roll with the punches.
Oh, yes.
And I'm planning to do garlic mashed potato along with some beef fillet with some chicken. I love chicken. Chicken goes with everything. So some chicken, some beetroot and feta salad along with some broccoli, cauliflower, cheese bake. It just does everything.
And what did you think, Emil, about her choices for lunch today?
Oh, very good choice. But yeah, she's got what it takes.
And Afton, what dessert? You got your sous chef to pick that up for you. I'm not sure why you even bent your knees.
My sous chef just so happens to be my dad. So today our dessert's going to be a black forest pudding.
And Dad, how are you at desserts? Okay, good.
So that's her department, yeah.
Here's my question. So we've heard that you've made amazing birthday cakes for Tineke and that you are a professional baker. Because I imagine at home, you're the one who's in charge and she's helping, but the tables have turned.
I can take instructions if I have to.
Someone just...
And jury is out. Right, family members, you have 1 more minute to assist your kids with this challenge. Let's finish strong.
Woo! Mama, vir ons gaan redelik vinnig.
Make sure it's on low. Don't want to burn the masala.
Yes, chef.
Okay, now I can help you for a little bit.
Okay, that's great.
Help, what do you want?
I'm putting the chicken into the pan. It's very heavy, the pan.
Let's move.
Okay, I'm moving.
Mom, finish, please.
And potatoes, how far are they?
They're almost done, chef.
Stop, Daddy. At least he's not backchatting, because if he was backchatting, it would have been so much worse.
I think the potatoes are done. Let me get a knife and check it. Okay, quickly finish the dumplings.
10, 9,
Go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Family members, step away.
No.
Your time is done.
Laai sous vir jou koolslaai.
Met daai naam net.
Dit moet net 'n bietjie afkoel.
En dan hoe lank bak dit?
So 20 na 30 minute.
Family members, time to leave.
Okay, I love you.
Kiss your kids goodbye.
Okay, no, you have to go, Ma.
Yeah, Team Jahzara. I see you.
You cook, she got this.
Okay, dankie.
My mom has to go already. At the moment, I'm just heating up some chili oil, then I'm going to saute some onions. Now I need to be on my own. At least we got the pasta rolled out, because that was the hardest thing. So we rolled that out, and she has started with a white sauce. But now I have to do the rest.
My dad left me to clean up. My dad left the kitchen. The kitchen is a mess. And I feel like I'm lonely. He helped a lot, actually. So cream makes it super creamy and light. It's really nice.
I'm sad that my grandma is leaving so soon because she was really great to work with. I feel like I'm alone now and I feel like I forgot everything. So it's feels like I'm abandoned. But I'm just trying to figure out where she left off and see if I missed anything. So far she's almost finished the curry. I just need to wait for the potatoes to cook. Then I'll add the rest of the veggies in and my gravy.
I would have hoped for a little bit more time with my mom. I'd really hope to put the roast potatoes in the oven and have finished the sweet pumpkin, but gonna have to be a job done by me. I still have to do my roll. I've got to plate everything. I've got to do the fried potatoes, these sweet butternuts. A lot to do. Yeah, that's cooked.
No, I don't really miss my mom in the kitchen, but it's nothing personal. Me and my mom are both very great cooks, but most of the time we can't work together in the kitchen. We just don't get along super well all the time in the kitchen. My mom only made the apple pie for me. Just need to focus on my time and it will all be fine. Oh, that rhymed.
Vet sauce. My mom did a lot, but I would have liked her to finish the white sauce and maybe also help me start with the mint.
This one's for you, Fritz. I've chosen this broccoli bake just because it always hits the spot every time. And don't forget the breadcrumbs, guys. Oh, it's so perfect with some breadcrumbs on the top. It just does everything.
I'm tasting my rice pudding and it's really, really creamy and sweet. So in this pudding, I've used clover condensed milk, clover cream, and clover butter. I just need to add a bit more cardamom and cinnamon to it, just to have that flavor come out in the dish.
I've undercooked it. My Budapest roll is undercooked, and I've taken it out of the pan now, so there's nothing I can do. Can't put it back in the pan when it's that so I'm gonna have to make another one.
We got eggs separating again. What's going on?
I underbaked my thing. I took it out. I thought it was baked, and it's a goner.
So Quinley, you've never made this before, right?
I have made this once before.
Oh,
yes.
I see. Okay, so you're going with past experience. Then I guess
no,
you're starting
It's
again.
gotta be a bit more harder.
And
don't do this to me again.
The rest of your components?
My mains are being cooked in the oven. They don't need too much attention.
I'm baking pumpkin pie. So I'm not completely sure what goes into the pumpkin pie. It's my mom's specialty. So my sister does not eat any form of veggies or fruits. She's a very picky eater. But for some reason, she loves my mom's pumpkin pie. She eats it like there's no tomorrow.
There's no one for you to boss around anymore. What now?
Yeah, now I just have to try deal with myself. I've got the dumplings in there steaming, and now I'm making the sambo, and then my couscous is busy cooking.
Okay, can we peek at the dumplings, or is it going to jeopardize things? Oh, generous sized dumplings
big ones,
too.
Yeah. If I had more time, I'd probably make my grandma make the dumplings the correct size, because she did complain about the size, even though she told me to make 3.
Okay, your technique for couscous?
I'm just gonna let them sit in the hot water.
You don't think more flavor, steaming it in stock maybe?
I'm gonna use my rice spice. It's like a stock, and I'm gonna add it with some butter and some other seasonings.
Okay, so flavoring afterwards.
Yes.
I put this thing on, but I didn't put the thingy on with it. I just wasted a lot of time.
I've got so much to do with so little time. This is gonna be very scary.
Contestants, we are halfway through this challenge. We have 1 hour remaining to complete.
Let's go, guys.
Freaking time. Dis altyd tyd wat te min is. Dus ek dink teen die tyd sal ek al leer om vinniger te werk, maar nee.
There's 1 hour left and I still have a lot left to do. I need my daddy now. What the heck?
I'm making my Budapest roll again because it's flopped. It's underbaked, so I'm gonna have to go with this at the moment. I've ran out of my roasted hazelnuts, so I'm gonna have to use almond flour. I'm hoping that's the same sort of thing. Let's just hope that this works. Oh, that's stupid. I just put mustard powder in my batter instead of custard powder. I can't believe I just did that. I thought it was custard powder in my brain. I've managed to get most of the custard powder out. I'm sure there's a few grains in there, but it shouldn't make much of a difference.
With the help of my grandma, I've managed to do so much. Without her, I would still be slugging along with the rice pudding. My dumplings are busy steaming in the curry.
The bacon is for my green beans. It's amazing.
It looks amazing, I think. I don't know if my dad's going to say the same thing.
Your fillet steak has been cooked nicely.
Okay, so I don't want it fully cooked because then you guys are going to eat bubblegum. No one wants to eat bubblegum. And I just want it like a bit rare in the inside and then on the outside nice and cooked so that you do still have a bite, but it's not unpleasant.
Specifically, you can go quite rare.
Yeah.
But so your strategy is good in my opinion.
Join the family feast this week by taking part in this week's viewer competition.
Show us your interpretation of this challenge by making and creating a beautiful family feast using Clover products. Upload it onto socials by replying to the competition post and using the hashtag #TheTasteMasterJunior and hashtag #CloverMadeWithLove. You could stand a chance of winning a KitchenAid Classic stand mixer plus a Clover hamper.
Congratulations to our viewer winner, Rajmani Hari Prasad, who baked a homemade chicken a la king pie, made with a puff pastry crust using Clover butter. Clover feta, crumbly and creamy. Add some style to any dish. Clover made with love.
Kan ek nog 'n leier kan doen? Ja, sure. Ons doen lekker leier.
I forgot about the custard and it burned. There's a lot of burnt pieces, but it tastes fine. So I got the idea, let me strain it. So I'm busy straining it, but not all the burnt pieces are coming out.
My chicken is really great, and I'm super confident. It's my great-granny's recipe. My great-granny was like, I think, the best person I've ever met in my life. Couldn't hurt a fly, you know, she's amazing. She passed away sadly, but her flavors here in the chicken is really good.
Snoep met bottermes. Snoep met die bottermes en druk my vinger reg in die lemon.
You know Mom's gone, hey? She's not here listening to you.
What is Tineke saying to Tineke?
Moenie 'n vinger afsny nie.
Good advice.
Ja, en kry die ding klaar want anders gaan jy nie klaar kry nie.
True, you have just under an hour.
And the mince is looking good. I see lots of veggies in there, which is fantastic.
I really hope you taste the chili oil this time. It's a bit of a redemption.
Is your pudding on the way, or is that still to be made?
It's still to be made. It's quite a fast process.
Are you happy with the bechamel that your mom made?
Yes, she started it and I finished it.
Okay, so she didn't complete the job, did she?
No.
Okay.
Got the rice pudding in the oven. Oh, okay, let me check on it. Maybe a little longer. I just want my rice pudding to be in there so it gets a nice crispy top, and that's how we like to serve our rice pudding.
But I love that she's baking her rice pudding. That for me is very interesting because I haven't had it like that.
I also haven't had it baked with sort of a skin, you say. That's the sort of luxury of the whole thing?
I sprinkle cinnamon and cardamom over it, and then it forms like a nice crispy crust. And whenever I dish first. I take all of the skin for myself.
Jahzara.
Yeah.
Afton. Goodness, all of your components look like they're done here, except I don't see chicken.
About that.
Yes, about that.
I also thought I forgot my chicken. Okay, but my chicken's still busy cooking.
So Afton, do you think your dad was around long enough to get done what you needed?
I won't say he was around long enough. I would have liked him around longer.
I'm sure.
He did what I don't like to do.
And he did it quick too.
Yeah. Like, you know, professional.
She rolled her eyes. So tell me how your Black Forest is coming together.
Because my Black Forest is coming very nicely together. It's actually a Black Forest trifle. So, and then my cherry sauce, and we have my jelly and my cream, and then we're going to use some clover bliss.
So you're going to have to start layering it soon because your jelly needs to set.
No, I'm ready to layer it.
Okay, Afton, keep going.
My dessert isn't looking too good. I failed a little bit here. I baked 2 of these and they've both flopped. I've seriously messed this up pretty badly. Hello, anyone there? I've underbaked it quite a bit. Even though my recipe does say 20 minutes, I did over 20 minutes. Cool down, please.
Plan B for my custard is to remake it, but then I realized because I did not take a clean pot, the pieces of bone that was in the pots originally came into my batch 2 of the custard, so that's also full of pieces. I'm just going to give it to the judges with the burnt pieces.
I see a bit of burnt custard remnants there. Should I look away, or is that how you meant it to be?
Just look here. The little parts are supposed to be there.
The little burnt parts?
Yeah, they're supposed to be there in there. It gives it extra flavor.
Is that how you make it at home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did taste it. It does not taste burnt.
Okay. Your pumpkin pie
is
good?
It baked as it is, eh?
Yes, it's completely baked.
Okay, so lots of components ready. Okay, your favorite green beans.
I love a veggie with an unnecessary bit of meat with it.
Never unnecessary.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Gonna take that out. Yeah, that's how big my roll is gonna be. This Budapest roll isn't looking too bad. It's very, very crumbly and not usually how I make it at home. Mine's usually just like beautiful, perfect, but this is looking like drier than the Sahara Desert at the moment. Oh, it's falling apart. Come on.
I'm starting my pudding right now. I'm a bit stressed for time, so I'm trying to do it as fast as possible. I want about 35 minutes for my dessert to cook, and there's only like 30 minutes left. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm using Clover's black pepper feta because it's my favorite feta. In my case, I'm using it for my beans.
I can hear Suzanne is talking about the clover feta, and I instantly remember that I'm supposed to add feta to my couscous. So I rush over and grab the feta mixed herbs and chop those into cubes.
Chicken as a side or chicken on the side? What do you prefer?
My lamb chops are coming out of the oven. They didn't get as crispy as I thought. The pan here is just to like make the fat crispy on the meat. But if I keep it in the oven for longer, it's gonna be super dry. So I'm just gonna make the fat nice and crispy in the pan.
I'm busy trying to add some color to my plate at the moment. I'm gonna put this on a plate in this cup measure over here. Here we go. Come on.
There was 30 minutes left on the clock, and my grandma had basically done everything so quickly, so I had nothing to do.
I'm cutting into my beef and it's looking so good. Like I have no more words to explain how good it looks.
So I'm making my custard again because even though this custard is fine, I don't like the fact that there's burnt parts in it.
It's not cooked at the moment, so I'm gonna put it in the oven to let it brown. Probably till the last minute. I can turn this up to 200 now. Nothing has finished cooking. I'm really concerned, I really am.
Contestants, you have 10 minutes left of this challenge.
We're going to be calling in your family members again, so use them, don't use them. They're going to be by your side for the final 10 minutes.
Come on in, family. Come on in. Last 10 minutes.
Okay, Fidin.
Hi, Petey.
Okay. Check here. Where did it go? It's done.
Yes! Just what I needed. Mom, come right now, bro. Okay, get the chicken out the oven and everything. Here, please.
I didn't know you were coming. I was so relieved that my grandma came back into the kitchen to help me. The meat was coming off that bone. I think it's good.
That's good.
Yeah, everything's done. I've just been standing here because you did so much.
Thank you. I love you so much, Mom.
I love you so much, Chef.
I can't tell you, bro.
Mama, my vleis gebrand. Wil mama vir my nuwe smaak in 10 minute?
Ek sal probeer.
I'm super happy. The first thing I tell her is, can you please remake the custard for me? So I'm gonna make my mom remake the custard for the 3rd time.
That's what mums are for.
For what?
Saving the day.
Well, like my mom's my #1 best friend. En mama, net so dat jy weet, ek is baie lief vir jou. Al maak ek al daai jokes van jou.
My dad's back in the kitchen. The plates are plated. The pudding is almost done. My dad is super proud of my meal. He keeps on smiling. Every time I look back, he's smiling. So I'm like, okay, I did something good at least.
I am very pleased with where we are at. Everything is looking great. It's looking like our Sunday food.
One day I would definitely like to be a chef like my dad, but not like my dad. I want to be a pastry chef and not a normal chef.
She has already somewhat taken over, so that's good. I can step back now.
My grandma was just helping me plate it up, tasting everything and checking everything, making sure that everything was perfect.
Working with my mom under this pressure is actually quite a bit of fun because she handles pressure very well. She's doing a great job. She's plating everything up. Mum, I've baked 2 of these and they've both flopped, okay?
It's not a flop, sweetie. It's okay.
Both sides? Okay, go. We've got the Budapest roll onto the plate. Shout out to my mom for helping me in the kitchen today. I really needed it. Thank you, Mom.
Oh, ek kan tog my slices opgooi, mama.
No,
Wat het mama met my whisk gedoen, mama? Hierso, nee, dis nie daai nie. All this chaos, there's a lot of pressure, but surprisingly enough, working with my mom in the kitchen under pressure, it's not that bad. It's actually quite nice. In less than 10 minutes, my custard was ready. Ek het al 2 keer aan hom geproe.
En hy het gebrand nie.
Omdat mama hom gemaak het.
Made with love and clover.
It's 5 minutes left and my mom is whipping some cream for me. Oh my word, there's cream flying everywhere. Look at the mess. No. She makes about as much of a mess as I do.
Okay, so what's left to do is my pudding that I thought was busy getting proper in the fridge. It's not. So I'm looking for my cherries on the surface of my pudding and I look down and I see that they're laying there like the Titanic. I'm like, what the heck, guys? You're supposed to be on top. I have to pull them out, re-cream my pudding and then just put them on one last time. And hold fingers because I don't want them to sink again.
What's the plan? To put this in, boiling them very quickly with mint to try and make them mint peas. Okay.
Enough time. Okay. I trust you, Mom. I trust you.
This is going to happen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Trots op jou.
Thank you.
Stop cooking!
Great job.
Yeah, anyway.
Dit lyk nie sleg nie. Ek wil dit eet.
Ek wil dit ook eet. Dankie vir die hulp. Is 'n plesier, sorry vir die mes. Like mother, like daughter.
Ek is baie trots op Tineke. I mean, sy het ongelooflik gedoen. Ek weet nie hoeveel ek gehelp het in die begin nie, so ek dink sy het beter gedoen sonder my.
I would rate this very highly. I would sell this in my restaurant as well. She's grown such a lot since this competition, and I'm really proud of her.
Well done, Daddy. Oh my goodness, this mommy's heart is just overflowing. What's been so much fun is experiencing exactly what these kids have gone through over the last while, and I'm in awe of him.
Sjoe, ek is ongelooflik trots op Suzanne. Ek kan nie glo sy kan so baie verskillende geregte in 2 ure aan mekaar sit nie.
Dankie dat mamma my vleis sonder klonte en brandstukke gemaak het. Ek waardeer dit.
Oh, super proud. She's my inspiration. She's my joy, my pride, and I'm so blessed with my Jahzara. I love you, baby.
Up next, after a tough day in the kitchen, contestants present their family feast to the judges.
Bespoke.
Fritz, we are about to eat very well.
Yes.
I think that having the family members in the kitchen definitely lifted the spirits. And I love getting to know people through their food, and I think that this kind of challenge does exactly that.
A memorable challenge indeed, and I think so important for the family members to see the type of pressure that this Tastemaster kitchen can bring about. So all in all, such a great and memorable day, and I think we're seeing some of the best work yet.
So shall we let the feasting begin?
Ek is baie trots op myself vir wat ek vandag kon doen, maar ek is nie seker of dit genoeg gaan wees om die beste gebak te wees vandag nie.
Hi, Tineke.
Hi.
Oh, how was cooking in the Tastemaster kitchen with your mom? How did you think she handled the pressure?
I think she froze at some point, but she handled it pretty well.
Talk us through what you've presented here today as your family feast.
So for the main, we have lasagna and chili oil. She will be able to taste this time. And then as a side, we have a green salad and then some dinner rolls. For dessert, we have a self-saucing chocolate pudding and some whipped cream.
You said self-saucing, but it does look very saucy when we sort of shake it around. Is that how it usually is?
I did put a bit more sauce than normal, so a bit more water.
Okay, so you're happy with the results, what you're saying. You ready?
I'm so ready.
I didn't bake my pudding as long as I wanted to bake it. So I was a bit scared that it's going to be a bit underbaked and that they were going to find it to be too saucy.
Your lasagna, it's creamy, it's comforting. I love the kick of it all. Tick on both fronts there. The salad was lovely too. I wish you had toasted the sesame seeds.
Zola's right, always a toast on the seeds is essential, but I love the use of peppers.
Now the pudding, it gives me, it's underbaked, so I'm calling it oversauced. I enjoy the top, the crusty bit that's actually puddingy, but the lasagna, I'll take some home. Thank you very much.
It's everything that you want in a lasagna. The bun is absolutely delicious. It's the right baked item in terms of bread for this meal. What a feast.
I'm really glad that Fritz and Zola liked my chili oil mince. I knew my bread was going to be good, but hearing Fritz say that he liked it, it's amazing.
I feel like the synergy between my two dishes, my main and dessert, work really well, with a heavy, rich potjie and then a light rice pudding.
How did you enjoy the family time in the kitchen today?
It was really, really fun being able to cook and bake with my grandma. So I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh, you're very sweet. I thought you were going to say it was very nice to boss my grandma around in the kitchen. But I'm glad you said that.
That too, yeah.
I believe that you're very happy with what you're presenting here.
I am quite happy with what I'm presenting. I'm just a bit worried about the size of the dumpling. I would have liked for it to be a bit smaller because now it just looks like a huge thing on top.
Talk us through everything you've presented here.
I was inspired by your 7 Colors book and theme, and this is actually what we have. We like to have a lot of veggies and meat in our potjie. Then you have a side of couscous, and then a sambal for the side, and dessert is a rice pudding.
You ready?
Yeah.
For all of the preparation and cooking steps, eating is the best part where you get to share it with your family and enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Got to share a little secret with you. From childhood, dumplings in lamb pointy has been my favorite dish. It is very close to my heart. Once again, I have to reiterate that you understand flavor extremely well. I love the flavor, I love the dumpling, even though big, very delicious.
I'm so happy that Fritz loves my potjie and that it's actually close to his heart and really resonates with him. I really think that's a good sign because it brings back a lot of memories.
Sambal classic, like the flavor of your couscous. I think that's, pretty standard, but excellent. And then this rice pudding moved me. I can understand. I almost fought Zola for her top part of her rice pudding.
Jahzara, Fritz and I might have to fight for that place at your family table because not only does it resonate with him and his family, it resonates with mine too. Lamb curry is something that my family also loves. We love dombolo, and yours is so light and airy. And I'm used to yeast dumplings, but your sort of quick rise one, absolutely light and delicious. And as big as it was, you managed to cook it perfectly. You tell us what time lunch starts on a Sunday. We'll put in our diaries.
You guys are always welcome.
Oh.
And I got really great feedback from the judges, so I really hope that I win this.
Presenting my meal to the judges, I'm a little bit scared that my Budapest roll is below average, but I'm confident that my chicken is looking really nice.
I think from everybody, this parent joining you in the kitchen surprise saved your day.
Yes, definitely. My mom did save the day.
At some point, you spent so much time on this dessert of yours that your mains kind of stayed behind, and I saw your mother jumping in with 30 seconds to execute those peas. I can't believe they're here.
Yeah, me too.
Are you happy with what you're offering here today?
I'm very happy with the chicken and everything that's on the plate to the right.
So everything your mom did?
Yes, pretty much everything that was done by my mom. Great-grandmother's chicken recipe, charred sweet pumpkins.
So you say charred. Is that just, your way of kindly telling us it's burnt, or what are the charred flavors in there?
It's a little bit more on the charred side, like the charred side of life,
The last time we saw it was being steamed.
It was being steamed,
and
then I fried it. I fried it towards the charred side, just a smidge. To the left, stuff went a little bit wrong. So in the filling, we have a mascarpone cheese, like whipped cream, and also mandarins inside the Budapest roll.
All right, let's dig in.
Shout out to my mom for helping me in the kitchen today. I really needed it. Peas are a little bit undercooked because my mom cooked them in basically 30 seconds, but thank you, Mom.
Quinley, I think all this reflects is kind of like a little bit unfinished, unrefined, etc. But your great-grandmother's chicken bake has got beautiful flavors. I think there's so much there. But when I talk about refinement, I'll say like the crispy potatoes can be crispier. Your butternuts can maybe be slightly less charred. I don't think the point is to char it so much and to bring so much of that sugar forward. The peas are obviously completely undercooked. You got completely distracted by the dessert and getting that right. I love the combination of flavors. My favorite parts were these chewy parts that you said maybe was too much crisp on top.
Yeah, I love getting to know your family through this meal and watching you and your mom navigate the chaos. And you both worked really well together. I think your dessert flavors, delicious. I wonder why you frazzled yourself in trying to sort of get it baked enough so that you could roll it, because a traditional dacquoise would have been perfect. But in terms of the flavors you combined, that citrus, chocolate, classic combination, and it worked so beautifully.
I feel like the judges did give me sort of like a even amount of good and bad. I don't think it's enough to get me through to the finals, but I'm happy with elimination.
I hope the judges love my beef fillet as much as I love it. I feel like that's the best thing that I've ever put in front of myself.
Okay, you did a lot.
Yeah.
And you let your dad do the dirty work that you didn't want to do in true head chef, sous chef style. How does it feel to know that he, first of all, approved? Because he is a chef after all.
It was like, I don't even have words.
Oh. So talk us through all the components.
So on your plate we have garlic mashed potatoes with some beetroot and feta salad, some carrots, some broccoli, cauliflower cheese bake, and beef fillet with a chicken. For dessert we have black forest trifle.
Let's dig in.
Watching the judges eat my food is really a pleasant sight. They are enjoying themselves, and that's what I want this whole experience to be like.
This is a 7-color plate that I would be glad to receive on any day, not just Sunday. Let's start with the fillet. It's rested. The sauce that you served with it also complements it wonderfully. The mash, it's flavorful and just enough garlic, because sometimes garlic mash can get bitter. That is sort of restaurant standard for me. The only thing, and it's the minutest criticism, is the beetroot and feta combo. It needs a dressing.
My dad did tell me to put vinegar on and I didn't listen.
I think it's one of those meals that you end up and you're saying, I ate too much. It's because everything works with the other thing. And I'm a geek when it comes to the meat. Perfectly executed. Good job, Afton.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love the feedback I was getting. It was kind of expected. I worked my butt off in that kitchen. And Zola, you were so invited to my house for some Sunday lunch. And Fritz, you can come too.
I hope they feel like they're sitting around a table with their family, having a nice time, laughing and enjoying the food.
When we called the 10-minute mark and invited the family members back in, you were pretty much done.
Yes.
There was some action after that 10 minutes. Custard was being remade.
So I told my mom to remake the custard. Even though it tasted fine, it just looks better without the little dots.
So when you told us that at home you had all with the burnt speckles, was that a little white lie?
Maybe.
Talk us through this incredible spread.
For the main, I have the mash with the meat, obviously. Then the coleslaw, the pumpkin pie, the green beans with feta and bacon, and then the spinach and strawberry salad. And then for dessert, there's apple pie with homemade custard. I'm nervous that the judges tells me this wasn't enough. I think it's that they'll tell me that, oh, your coleslaw is too basic, or anybody can make that, it's so common.
Bravo for putting so much together in so little time. You sort of blink and you see you have done 6 dishes, and they're all really wonderful. Your signature salad, the crunch of that brittle is lovely. Love the coleslaw. I smiled when I ate it. I can't help myself. Coleslaw does that to me. The apple pie for me is a miss. It reads closer to a crumble than it does a pie.
Zola telling me that my apple pie was a miss and it doesn't resemble a pie at all. But I went and talked to my mom and she was like, Suzanne, it is a crumble. And I'm like, what? I haven't heard that once. I think my mom just said it to make me feel better.
I think you threw everything at us plus the kitchen sink. And I think we could have subtracted actually a few of these items and still had a complete offering, because you've got your sweeter item in the pumpkin. The pumpkin still serves actually as a savory pumpkin to a certain extent, but it also gives me that sweet little kick that I just need. However, it's not an overly sweet thing. I think you can actually cook that choppy just a little bit more. Love the pinkness. It just lacks a little bit of structure. I mean, this is just so amazing, and I love the side of beans to your bacon dish. You are an amazing cook and baker.
After hearing the feedback that the judges gave me, I don't think my chances of winning this challenge is as high anymore.
Whew, it feels like a true Sunday.
Yeah.
Stuffed and I need a nap. And I'm very glad this is not an elimination. But what will be difficult is choosing somebody who excelled.
And it was so personal today, you know. Really, they were baking and cooking out of their hearts and really showcasing a sense of place and a sense of history, you know, where they come from.
We got to do it, though.
Yeah.
We can't just eat and be merry.
No.
We have tough decisions to make.
Up next, who's done enough to avoid next week's elimination and fast track straight to the finale? Clover feta, crumbly and creamy. Add some style to any dish. Clover made with love.
Today was such a joyous occasion in the kitchen, and the cherry on top for us was tasting your family memories on a plate. Thank you so much for the incredible joy you brought to us and for all the work that you put in. What feasts we had. Well done. So today is obviously not an elimination round, thank goodness for all of us. But we do love to celebrate the best feast of the day. Before we get to that, it's time to hand back the clover pin, please, Suzanne. Thank you. And this, of course, will be handed to the person who has the best feast of the day. So I'm sure the family members have a newfound respect for the young ones, what they do every single day in the kitchen. Everyone nodding very profusely.
Now it is time to announce our winner for the day. The winner will receive the clover pin to hold on until the grand finale, because today's winner will be fast-tracked right to the finals. And to commemorate this victory. It's the family feast pin. Very cute. Right, so if I call your name, please take a step forward. Afton, Jahzara, we've seen the two of you grow in this competition, but you have a deep understanding, and we want to support and celebrate that. Doesn't take away of any of the other competitors today, but today we have to acknowledge a dish that was flawless.
It's myself and Afton standing right here, and we are both really, really great bakers and cooks, so it can go either way.
It's me and Jahzara, and I'm just thinking to myself, how the heck am I going to compete with some Indian cuisine? I could smell it all the way from my station.
The winner of today's Family Feast Challenge was made with love by Jahzara.
Come get your pins, Jahzara. Well done.
Yes, I can't believe I won. I really needed this break, and I'm so, so excited that I'm in the finale.
Congratulations, Jahzara. We will see you in the finals, but today Samsung is also giving you a Freestyle second generation portable projector, and Clover is giving you 6 months supply of butter as well as feta. So, well done. Big win indeed.
I have such a cute little chicken pin with potatoes and carrots, and I'm actually wearing a carrot.
A big well done to everybody. Judging by the standard of work today, it's going to be a tough elimination challenge. Well done, guys, and parents, and grandma.
Yeah, it's not feeling too great to be going into an elimination round, but I need to keep my head high because this is where they're going to test me for real.
1, 2, 3, Taste Master!
Next week on the Taste Master Junior, it's the final elimination challenge, judged by the harshest critics of all, the contestants' peers, who will join Jahzara in the final.
Another feel-good production.